it. So by 2007, I'm down on 4th and Prescott. And Mr. Mack, everybody playing for know the Macks and the Mack Boys and Pumpkin Mack. Pumpkin put it together. Love you, Pumpkin. Love you, love you, love you. You know what I'm saying? Because we, anyway, make a long story short, that's a whole nother chapter. But she hooked it up with her father, where, you know what I'm saying, I can move the studio into the base, you know, into their thing. So we had the apartment upstairs and the studio downstairs at the Mac, you know what I mean, office. You know what I'm saying? So everybody playing for know, you know what I mean, the Macs and, you know, all of the properties, you know what I'm saying, all of that. So we were fortunate enough to get some love. So at this time now, everybody's selling CDs. You know what I'm saying? So now you don't got to make a record and get the, you know what I mean, the money and, you know, go to like a $1,000 a day studio, because now it's Pro Tools. I learned Pro Tools. I mastered Pro Tools through Bad Boy. Puffy was the first, you know what I mean, like artist to, you know, make a whole album on Pro Tools. So now you don't need the 2-inch tape machines. 2-inch tape machines at that time were like $30,000 a machine. And so that's for 24 tracks. So for 2 machines, you needed 2 Ataris, MTRs, or a Studer. You know what I'm saying? So $30,000 or better. $60,000 for 48 tracks. And Puff changed the game with the Pro Tools. And fortunately, I was there. I was working on Pro Tools. You know what I'm saying? And I know Pro Tools. So, so now we recording, you know what I mean, in the basement, making records, and then printing the CDs, doing all the artwork. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was like, and I always tell cats, like them CDs in the CD era, you go to the Office Mac or wherever, get some blank CDs. The Memorex was the best. Get the, for me, from my experience. So I get the Memorex, and I used to tell cats, these CDs, these just are empty crack bottles. And the rap and the music is the crack. So we get these empty CDs and put the crack in the bottles and sell these motherfuckers. So I was selling them to the barbershops, you know what I'm saying, the hood shops, you know what I mean, like Shakur's, Rob's store, you know what I mean, in Plainfield, you know what I mean, and so, you know what I mean, so now we grinding, you know what I'm saying, we grinding, but make a long story short, the niggas I was dealing with then, they got caught up in the Fed, you know, because I was on 3rd and Prescott, so I was dealing with, you know what I mean, niggas around there. I don't want to say the name because, like I said, they don't know I'm doing this shit, you know what I mean, but they was hot, you know what I'm saying, but I'll say some names that was some of the hot MCs, you know what I'm saying, was Frank White, you know what I mean, he was the star, you know what I'm saying, and Raleigh was the leader, you know what I'm saying, so, you know what I mean, like, I always deal with the leader of the crew, you know what I'm saying, because when you deal with the leader, then, you know what I'm saying, like, everything else gonna fall in, you know what I'm saying, and Frank White was the star, you know what I mean. There was a whole bunch of other cats, super duper talented cats. You know what I'm saying? Super duper talented cats. You know what I mean? And we still got some stuff, you know what I mean, out there, like on the internet, SoundCloud and all of that. So now the game's starting to change. We don't got to take it to the white man now. We can take it straight from the studio, burn the CD, put it in the stores. You know what I'm saying? But the thing was, like, there was something missing. I just didn't know. I know how to make records, but I didn't know how to take care of business. You know what I'm saying? Like the strategy. So I went to Gibbs College in 2007. And that changed my life. It changed how I looked at life. Because I learned about supply and demand, and more importantly, liabilities and assets. So I understood why I wasn't, like, you know what I mean, where I wanted to be. Because I had too many liabilities. You know what I'm saying? I had assets, but the liabilities outweighed the assets. You know what I mean? On top of other things, you know what I'm saying? It was like globalization, and like I said, like at that time, before like 2007, 2009, you had to have a relationship with a white person who knew this person to get it to the publishing company or to the radio or to the manager, or you know what I'm saying. After that, you don't have to. And it's like with the game now, you don't have to. You don't need a major. You don't need, you know what I mean. Nothing in between you and the people. Your brand, your market. You can just take it straight to that market. You know what I'm saying? I mean, but now with how they got it now is because the cat's not really listening to CDs. So now it's the streaming services. So right now it's like that's how they controlling the game, because you got to trust Spotify and Apple to be honest with their numbers. You know what I'm saying? So come to find out, Spotify not accurate with their numbers. You know what I'm saying? Like they just got a certain budget that they pay everybody. It's not like this person got this, that got that, and this raised this much money, and we're gonna give them their fair share. No, they, whether you made a 1,000 or 1,000,000 views, it's coming out of that one bucket, that one pot. You see what I'm saying? And on top of that, you have to do marketing, and the marketing comes from YouTube. You know what I mean? Like when you see the skip ads on it, that marketing, Instagram and Facebook, TikTok, you know what I mean? The major platforms right now. So you still got to go to them, and now they have to they have to say, okay, like it passes the screening test, so you the market. So it waters the whole game down. You know what I mean? So now I have my own website. You know what I mean, and all of that. So I use the social media marketing, but now instead of trying to get them to go to Spotify to listen or YouTube to listen and blowing up there, I'm paying people to spend time on these platforms. Whereas like now, my whole focus is unadulterated, uncut P-Funk, and you can get it on my website, pfunkcity.com. All right. So now I'm going to school in 2007 for business. Right? I go to school for business and I learn about, what I needed to learn about. And the course that I took was e-commerce. You know what I'm saying? So now I know how to run a business and all the administrative stuff from a computer. Microsoft, spreadsheets, Microsoft Word is very important because you got to write press releases, documents, PDFs, business briefs. It just changed the whole game. So we running it corporate like AT&T. You know what I'm saying? Because my older sister, she was an executive secretary at AT&T, and she used to do all that stuff for me. But now I can do it myself. So anyway, now I understand business. I understand about assets and liabilities, and my whole life is a liability. And I come with a associate's degree, graduated with an associate's degree. And I graduate in December 2008, right when Obama had ran for president and won. You know what I mean? And his inauguration was January 21st. I came to Jamaica. I went to Jamaica on January 22nd. You know what I'm saying? Now, I wasn't even going to go because, I had, when you get a student loan and all of that. So once, say if you get a student loan for $20,000, you only use
P-Funk City G. P-Funk City G.